Hi, this is Jonathan Portman with Coldwell Banker Schmidt in Marathon in the Florida Keys. And today I'm going to talk about whether you should buy a house now or wait. Now, honestly, the real answer to this question is that it depends on your situation. There's obviously some concern about the idea that if you're going to buy right now, in the midst of this sort of post-pandemic situation, are we at the height of the market and is it about to crash? And is that a good time to buy? Traditionally, no, right? If you know that's what's happening, right? So, yeah, there are some concerns, and honestly, they're completely reasonable concerns. Some of you, though, may kind of, for one reason or another, have to buy a house. So I don't think that there is one clear-cut answer for everybody. I'll say that. While it seems somewhat obvious right now that we're at a peak and that there's going to be some kind of correction, I felt before the pandemic that that's the situation we were in, and then this happened. So it is very difficult to predict the future. In fact, it's not completely possible. You can just base what you're seeing with things that have happened in the past and make a best guess. And then, something like a pandemic happening and the government shutting the world down, or governments around the world shutting the world down, and what kind of effect that's going to have. I mean, you can't predict that, right? It's important just to acknowledge that going into anything, any big decision, that unexpected things happen all the time. That being said, yes, I do think, barring some out of the whack, out of the side, out of nowhere, unforeseen thing happening, that the market should cool down. How much, how quickly, here in the Keys, it'll probably be less so than other places just because the property values are higher here in general, but we should see something. And then also, there's also inflation that's been running rampant basically to consider, and that'll at least superficially mitigate the impact of that. So even though prices may come down, they may not come down as much as you think they would because the value of the dollar has decreased. And so that kind of puts that pushes prices up too. So we'll have to wait and see. Should you, in your situation, buy right now or wait? That's where you need to talk to professionals and your family and decide what can you really afford or not afford. I mean, the trick here is to be prepared for the worst and then hopeful for the best. So if you can survive the worst case scenario, which would be you buy today and tomorrow the market crashes and now you've got to wait that out before you can get your money back, can you afford your payments, or can you afford the cost of holding that house for maybe longer than you were thinking you would have to? That's the kind of decisions that you'll have to be making ahead of time. And so that's the answer, really. I mean, it's not a clean, easy answer. You're going to hear a lot of advice that sounds like they're sure about what the future is going to hold, and the truth is they're not. And maybe they've convinced themselves of that, but it's just not true. It is not that easy to see what's going to happen. There will be some kind of correction, though. You may or may not notice it. I would guess you're going to notice it, but I've been wrong before. Interest rates are going to have to go up a little bit. That has to happen. But how long, how much over time will they actually let them go up? Because honestly, if they let them go up higher than they're currently letting them go up, it would be a little painful, but we would probably get back to some kind of normal range more quickly. So That's a calculation between like ripping the Band-Aid off quickly or slowly, basically. If you have any specific questions about your situation that I can help you with, let me know. jonathanportman.com. My email address is there. And if you like content like this, like and subscribe as well. Have a great day.